Testing. Boom. We're back. Back again. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome back to the live stream. There we go. Happy Monday. Apologies for the abrupt stop to last week. Certain things happened outside in the real world, and we're back this week. All right, so welcome back. As usual, we're going to start with our Monday manifesting video. So let's get to it. All right. Happy Manifesting Monday, everyone. This is week 3 in our journey of stating to the ether what our goals are for this week to try and create some accountability. Last week we had 5 goals, which we completed again, 4.5 out of 5 of them. But this time we could not complete our solo content because we realized that it was not worth doing at this point, but that's okay. So this week our goals are to get our project list over to our illustrator for Everstone, to fill out the relic adjustments on our balancing spreadsheet, to update our time blocking schedule, to get a photo shoot scheduled for the updated prototype to update our website with, and to play pickleball with Mick. I'd love to hear in the comments below what you're planning to do this week, and that way we can hold ourselves accountable. All right, video 1 down. Video 2 on the way. All right. Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about the bluffing game, Skull. So Skull was one of the first games we were introduced to probably 4+ years ago when we first got into the hobby, Kayla and I. And so in the game, everyone's going to be given 1 coaster for their 4 coasters. And each person or player will have 3 coasters that show flowers, and then they'll have 1 coaster that shows a skull. And the game is played where at the start of the round, everyone will select a coaster to play face down in front of them. And then whoever the lead player is has the option to play another coaster on top of that stack or start the bid. And the bid is bidding how many flowers you believe you can flip over, with the catch of whoever wins the bid has to flip over their stack in front of them. So if we're playing a full 6-player game and I'm the leading player, after I place my first one down, I can bid between 1 and 6 if I think that I'm going to flip, of how many flowers I think I'm going to go flip over. And if say I started with 2, the player to my left would then have to either bid a higher number or pass. And once everyone has passed for the round, whoever has bid the highest will flip theirs first and then choose which coasters around the table they want to flip. And if they guess correctly, they get to flip their base coaster to the opposite side, showing that they only need to bid 1 more time correctly. And if they bid incorrectly, then the player that, or if they flip over a skull, the player whose skull they flipped over will then get to randomly select one of their coasters to get rid of. And so if you bid incorrectly 4 times, you'll be out of the game. And so you can either win by being the last player standing, or by bidding 2 things correct successfully. And what I like about this game is it's super simple to jump into, and as stripped down of a bidding game as I've ever played, but it makes it super accessible for you to jump into. And it also provides the bidding aspect and the bluffing aspect between players to really shine, because that's its main focus. And so when I see the player across from me bid 3, you get to have that fun little stare down of, ooh, am I going to try and bid floor? Do I think that they played a skull? You get to do that fun bluffing element of trying to read people. And so that's my favorite mechanic or part of Skull. Just Skull. I'd love to hear in the comments below if you've ever played Skull, and if there's a fun moment that you would like to share with our audience, that'd be great. I look forward to continuing the conversation with you down below. Oh my god, I had the itchiest nose in that video. Oh. Sorry. One of my mustache hairs. Oh. That was terrible. All right. I'm gonna step off screen for a second. Whew. We are back. All right. 2 videos out of the way. 2 more to go. Whew. All right. Make sure. Oh God, we gotta share on the tablet. It's been a few days since I've been in the habit of doing this, so we gotta get back into that motion. The flow of things. New screen on that. Percent screen share. Or is our tablet not connected to the cloud? Go into settings, storage, Wi-Fi, general. Where is that? Oh, are we not? It says we're not on Wi-Fi. Sorry for the dead air, folks. It's a good thing we started a little early today. Hope everyone's having a great Monday. Looking forward to seeing in the comments what everyone's goals are for the week. Grab some water while we... Sorry, I'm out of practice. Come on, tablet, stop causing me issues. Wi-Fi. Says we're connected there. Storage, check sync. No syncing error, so back. Live streams. Present with screen share. Boom. All right, we are all set up for video dose. Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam, and in today's video, we are going to be taking the board game Skull and adding a random game mechanic into it. So how we do that is if we pull up our Wheel of Mechanics screen. Why? Oh, we gotta restart this video too because this isn't loading. Man, everything's moving slow today. All right, start from the top once this reloads. All right, at least that one's open. Establishing secure connection. The ads have no problem popping up, but where's our list? All right, boom, there we go. All right, take it from the top. Hi, welcome back to today's video. My name is Sam, and in this video, we are going to be taking the board game Skull and brainstorming how to add a random game element into it. And so if we switch our OBS screen over here, if you look in the top right corner, we have our Wheel of Mechanics that has 60 different game mechanics on it, and we will spin it, and whatever one it lands on, our goal in 5 minutes will be to try and add hidden roles into the game Skull. So we can jump back over here, and we have hidden roles, and our challenge will be to add that into the board game Skull. And so we will set our 5-minute timer on our phone here. Timer 5 minutes. We started that. So my brain is now off to the races. So everyone starts with 4 coasters in skull, and potentially, so how will we do this? They're color coded on the back. So in order to do this, we would have to make all of the coasters the same. And so everyone would get 3 basic flowers, or 2 basic flowers. So yeah, I think everyone would have 2 basic flowers and their normal skull. And then everyone would be randomly given a 3rd flower that is the specialty flower. And when that one is flipped over, there is a special like chance ability. So if this one gets they'd all have different rules. Like, so for this example, this flower might be, when it's flipped over, the bidder has to guess if the person's skull is in their hand or face down under this flower. And if the bidder guesses correctly, it could count as an extra point towards their bid. So they'd have to flip one less flower. But if they got it incorrect, then they'd have to end up flipping one more flower. There'd be different goal or like secret kind of combo cards or coasters in place of the flowers. And so everyone would have a hidden flower roll, and once it's revealed, it would have an effect to it. I think that's what we'd be going with for this type of concept. So let me try to repeat that in a more streamlined commentary. So our challenge was hidden rolls. I'm struggling with this one. So we have to add hidden rolls into skull. So one concept we had was everyone has the two basic flowers in a skull and is dealt a random specialty flower, and the specialty flower could act as like 2 flowers, but if the bidder flips this over but doesn't make their bid, then you get your point, and there'd be a whole slew of different powers that the flowers could do to change up the way things are bid, where one could be you need to make your bid by flipping over a number of skulls, or the correct number of skulls type thing. So that could be a power. And so we'd have maybe like 8 to 9 special powers that everyone would randomly be dealt one at the start of the game. I think that's how we would add the hidden rolls mechanic into Skull. So I'm going to pause it there because I think that is fairly fleshed out. So the steps I would need to take in order to test this is I would probably, because Skull can be played with a standard deck of cards, you would just take 3 of one colored suit and 1 of the other colored suit. I would probably take a deck of cards, maybe, or some deck of cards that we've lost a couple cards on or something like that. I'd take an old deck of cards and I would come up with a list of maybe 10 different flower powers. Sound like a hippie right there. Flower powers. I would still have to come up with what those 10 are, and I would assign them on a standard note card. And so we'd say that if we were playing the game, we'd say the club suit is the specialty suit, and the spades would be the other basic of the 2. So we could only we could play it up to 6. So the spades would be the 2 basic powers, and the club would be the special flower, and then maybe the hearts would be the skulls. And so I would create a little index card listing out what the 10 powers are as a reference for players, and I'd print for maybe 6 copies of that. And the next time we had friends over that are aware of how Skull is played, when we were choosing to figure out a game for kind of our social hour evening, I would bring up that I had this concept to see if they were interested in playing. And then I would go from there and probably track which powers win most often and which powers don't, and see if it is just as fun as Skull. So I'd love to know in the comments below if you have any ideas of how you could add hidden roles into Skull. I'd love to hear them. Or if you think this concept is cool or you'd like to play it, I'd love to hear that too. With that, have a good one. Blah. I'm rusty. Wonder if the lawn mowing is picking up. Doesn't sound like it. All right, video 3, and then we are getting out of here. Gotta build back the habit of going live every day. All right, video 3. Oh, that's gotta be pretty. Hopefully that doesn't pick up our last video. It's twice I've had to get out of my chair today. This is hopefully a relic of a video. All right, video number 3. Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam, and in today's video, we are going to be coming up with a board game concept in 5 minutes or less. So how we do that is we'll switch over to our screen here. And if you look in the top right of the screen, we are on letsmakeagame.net, and they have this super powerful tool called their game idea generator. And when we click the generate button, it will give us a genre, rule setting, and theme as our prompt to design a game concept around. And once we've clicked the generate, we're going to set our phone timer to 5 minutes to give us a set amount of time that we are allowed to spend on thinking of this concept. So with that out of the way, we're going to click the generate button. And our genre we got was robot plant programming. Our rule is you are the weapon. The setting is the space opera, and the theme is satire. And so I'm going to pause. Got some lawn care outside. All right, coming back from a cut. Sorry about that, we got some lawn care outside, but we clicked the generate button, and what we got was our genre was robot planning, our rule was you are the weapon, the setting is space opera, and the theme is satire. So that is our prompt that we have to design a game around. And so I'm setting our phone on a 5-minute timer, and we'll see what we come up with. So robot programming, you are the weapon, space opera, and satire. And so I'm thinking that there is this center board and that everyone locks in their player board onto a segment. And so potentially this would be I kind of like a party style game is maybe what we'll stick with. And so it can play up to maybe 8, between 2 and 8. And how we would do this is, I might have to do a hard cut again. Nope. We're just gonna go for it. So it can play up to 8, and this main board, there'd potentially be these different rings that different rings of the quadrant that you can send these items into, and I think it would be a following maybe that Exploding Kittens or those style of games where it'd just be a deck of all these cards and abilities, and at the start of your turn, or at the start of the round, everyone draws 5 cards and then gets to program up to 3 to place into their board. And after they've placed the 3 into their board, once everyone has, so you get to place up to 3, then you would start the round by revealing one at a time and doing what the card says. And the cards have different effects that would affect the center of the board. I'm really struggling to record this because of the lawn mowing outside the apartment, so I apologize. I'm gonna call it there. Hopefully tomorrow is a better stream. Hopefully everyone has a good one.